What's up, YouTube? I was talking to a buddy of mine tonight, just kind of talking shit. You might know him. It's Don the Wit Kraken. And shortly after, I was talking to LT Giles about it as well. I recently came up with this idea after seeing a couple videos related to who Sir Robert Strong's head would be. Not debunking, not saying that any of those theories could be possible. Obviously, anything is possible. But I think that if there were any replacement heads having a more recent severed head or more recent deceased person that you could take the head off of that were very closer to the family and better for their honor would be Tywin. If you were to put Tywin's head on a monster's body, that would be pretty crazy. And especially as strong as Cersei is standing behind her champion. But I don't necessarily think Sir Robert Strong's head was replaced. I think that the head that might have been sent to Dorne, all they needed was a larger than normal head. And I believe it was stated that it was a skull. It had no flesh. So if you needed an above average sized head, and this was the question I posed to my YouTube friends, is there a place that the Kingsguard are buried? Is there access to Duncan the Tall, to his body? And if that skull could be retrieved and sent in place of the mountain. I realize this is a story of dragons and a story of White Walkers and anything is possible. But I don't see a head dead for multiple weeks being reanimated. I would more believe it if it was a recently dead person and that head be reanimated. And I don't necessarily agree that a person would allow the head of a direct enemy to be reanimated with the body of a monster. So these are my thoughts. I think either I think the mountain's head is intact. I think that the head that was delivered was not his own. It was just an abnormally large head. The only person we know is Duncan the Tall. He was in the Kingsguard, so his body was probably known where its resting place was. And if the head was replaced, I think a more logical replacement would be the head of the family, would be Tywin. It was more fresh. It was more reliable. Even if they didn't know, it's not an exact science. They didn't know what they were going to get, So I wouldn't call it a debunk. I would just say anything's possible. And this is my opinion. But I definitely don't think it's Robb Stark.